Sarah Thompson, and you're watching STL TV Live. I'm happy to welcome the Executive Director of Gitana Productions, Cecilia Nadal, to the studio. She's here to tell us about their latest project called Living the Dream, 50 Years and Beyond. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Good to see you again as well.
It's great to see you. You're always up to something so intriguing, so interesting, and this project is no different. Tell us about it.
Well, I'm very excited about it. This is, as you know, we do lots of international concerts and shows, but this is the tour that involves kids of St. Louis, and specifically kids that live in South and North St. Louis City. And what we will do during this Black History Month is to tour an original play that deals with the new meaning of nonviolence and what the new issues are for young kids who are faced with violence in schools, in the community, and in families. So we have developed that play, the playwright has, Lee Patton Childs, around stories that were true for the kids themselves. So these are not kids that are trained actors. They have become trained because they've been involved with us for a while. But what is nice about this show is that as they do it, they have to walk through what nonviolence means. They have to reflect on positive ways of solving problems, but at the same time, they're going to take the message to other young people who really need to hear it. We were just at the detention center with youth that are juvenile delinquents, and those kids just sat there and took it all in, had great questions at the end. So it's a great peer-to-peer engagement, which we like a lot.
You're known for a lot of multicultural productions and really bringing in different cultures, different people, communities together through the arts and obviously through plays. How does that play with this production?
Well, good question. We have a program called Global Education Through the Arts, which is now 6 years old. And that program is based at Carpenter Branch Library, but also in an apartment in North St. Louis in the middle of a neighborhood where there are about 150 refugee families, and then surrounded by African American families that have lived there for a very long time. And for us, by having global education through the arts and getting kids in that represent both the refugee as well as the African American community, then we are still reaching our mission, because through music, dance, and drama, we allow them to step into each other's shoes, to work as a team together, to take initiative, not be afraid because someone has an accent or is different than themselves. So this is a complete, what's the word I'm saying? It's completely conforms to our mission, which is to bring people together. In this case, it's kids that live next to each other, but they had no ambassadors to bring them together.
And with this production, it's centered on nonviolence, and you were talking about nonviolence 50 years ago during the Civil Rights Movement, and nonviolence now. How is that different? Like, what does it apply to, or how is it different today in 2014?
Sure. Well, even if we go back 30 years, which is kind of easy for me to do, the context of nonviolence had much more to do with the political involvement of African Americans in this country, and what choices we made with regard to trying to change the landscape and change the laws and that kind of thing. We did not have bullying as a major issue 30 years ago. Not to say it did not occur, it did, but not to the extent that it happens now. The idea of texting being used as a form of violence, or a parent who hollers at a child all the time, not giving them much relief in learning how to handle problems in an effective way. Bullying is happening everywhere. Even our own legislators are demonstrating a kind of bullying approach with regard to how they deal with other legislators who are trying to pass laws. So we've just got, we are in a time now where the modeling for bullying is pervasive in schools, in the community, in families. And so we really have to deal with that. Martin Luther King did not really focus that much on the interpersonal and on families, that kind of thing. He focused primarily on the community. But what he has to say about nonviolence definitely applies even to what's going on now.
Well, we're going to talk more about that, learn a bit more about the production, and talk to one of the actors who's actually in it. So we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back more with Cecilia Nadal right after this.